Welcome to Endless Curiosities, where every story hides a secret, every face has a past, and every curiosity leads you beyond imagination. Get ready to uncover the unknown. River Phoenix, the boy who shone too fast. On Halloween night in 1993, the streets of Los Angeles were lit up with pumpkins and masks. But in front of the Viper Room, a famous club on the Sunset Strip, the scene was very different. A young man with deep and melancholic eyes falls to the ground, between spasms and silence. It's River Phoenix, actor, musician, free spirit. He was only 23 years old. In a few minutes, his light goes out, but his name becomes legend. Who was River Phoenix really? And why does his story still move us today, like that of an angel fallen too soon? The beginning, a nomadic life. River Jude Phoenix was born in Oregon in 1970 to a family on the run. His parents, fervent hippies, joined a religious sect known as the Children of God. The family lives moving between South America, the Caribbean, and the United States. River and his brothers, including future actor Joaquin, spend their childhood playing on the streets in exchange for food. River grows up without stability, but with a rare sensitivity. Music is his first refuge. Art is his language. His mother understands that there is something special in the child, and so she takes him to TV auditions. Hollywood soon notices them. The rise of a star. At just 15, River stars in Stand By Me and enchants the world. With a look he can convey anger, sweetness, pain. It's intense. True. Directors adore him, the public adores him. But him? He always remains distant. I don't want to be a star. I want to be a human being. River Phoenix. He stars in Running on Empty, nominated for an Oscar, Mosquito Coast, My Own Private Idaho alongside Keanu Reeves. But River is not just an actor. He is an activist, a musician, a young man who carries the weight of the world on his shoulders. It's too good to be true. And that's exactly the problem. The shadow, fragile and too human. Behind the fame, River struggles with loneliness. He hates the spotlight. He takes refuge in nature, animals, music. But something inside him breaks. The pressures, the increasingly obscure roles, the industry that wants him damned. River begins to lose himself. Substances, silences, anxieties. Everything begins to collapse, slowly. Curiosities and extraordinary moments. River Phoenix was not just talent. He was depth, oddities, small gestures out of the ordinary. Here are some curiosities that tell us who this young actor out of time really was. My Own Private Idaho and the True Friendship with Keanu Reeves. River wrote a very touching scene in the film My Own Private Idaho himself, the one in which his character, Mike, confesses his love. It wasn't in the script, but River proposed it to the director and recited it with such truth that it left Keanu Reeves, his great friend in real life, speechless. River didn't act. River lived his characters. On the set of Stand By Me, he was the leader even outside the script. During filming, director Rob Reiner said that River seemed like a little adult. He helped the other kids on the set, protected them, inspired them. He took care of Corey Feldman, who was very fragile at the time, and encouraged him during breaks. He was 15, but already had the soul of a mature man. A true activist even on the set. River was already a total vegan as a teenager. While filming The Mosquito Coast, he refused to wear leather and asked for cruelty-free catering. And once he stopped an entire scene because there were cages with animals on the set. He said, "I'm not a star. I'm just someone who believes in what he says." A failed rock star? Maybe not. With his band Aleka's Attic, River wrote dozens of songs. He didn't want to publish them so as not to mix music with cinematic fame. But in private, he often played with Red Hot Chili Peppers, Flea, and other underground artists. He was more of a musician than the world has ever seen. A natural soul without a cell phone or a watch. River hated technology. He didn't have a cell phone, nor did he want to know the time. He said that the soul has no watch and that you can't really live if you're constantly looking at the screen. He was an actor, a poet, an activist, a brother. But above all, he was River. Unrepeatable. River was beautiful, but he couldn't see his beauty. Keanu Reeves. It's the beginning of the end. An end that he himself seems to feel coming. The last night. On the night of October 31st, 1993, River enters the Viper Room. With him are his brother Joaquin, his sister Rain, and his girlfriend Samantha Mathis. Inside the club, he takes a lethal mix of drugs. A few minutes later, he's on the sidewalk. He's shaking. He's collapsing. He's no longer breathing. Joaquin calls 911. The audio of the call is heartbreaking. The voice is broken, the desperation. River dies at 1:51 in the morning. Hollywood stops. The world stops. A fragile soul, too pure to stay here. The legend does not die. River Phoenix has become the symbol of what Hollywood destroys. Purity. He still had so much to give. A role in Interview with the Vampire, an album with his band Dreams, Visions. His brother Joaquin, now an Oscar winner, carries on his memory. But River remains unique. A fire that burned too brightly, and for this reason it went out too soon. I will miss him forever. Joaquin Phoenix. Eternal memory. River Phoenix lived only 23 years, but he left an indelible mark. He was the face of a generation, the cry of those who feel different, the voice of those who seek the truth, even when it hurts. If you too felt something profound listening to this story, leave a comment below. What is your memory of River? What struck you the most? Sign up for endless curiosities to never miss the stories the world has forgotten, but deserve to be told.